What the heck?
Such ignorance. Stop talking.
What is this?
Naturally.
What the heck?
What did you say?
That's terrible!
Hey,
What the heck?
however, in other words,
But... What are you saying? Huh?
What the hell?
You disgust me! You're a To say so, it should have been you. You should have been the one to die!
What? Interesting.
What is this?
that's right. Just a second. Hey,
I don't have time to play with you.
You know? Huh? Oh.
Um...
anyway.
I'm sorry. I see.
Hmm. What do you want? That's fine. This is... Naturally. That's right. So, in other words... Naturally. In other words...
This is a school, and as such, it is soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked. Okay then. Sweet dreams, everyone. And that's the... Good morning, everyone. Get ready to...
Hina! Are you okay?
Genocide Jill killed Hina!
You've gotta be kidding! not adorable. My beautiful scissors! Sorry. But... what the heck?
For serious.
Sorry.
Hina.
Huh?
Ugh.
Huh?
Hey! Damn. How dare you! No, forget! I can't
What?
I can't for-
Hey. It would seem...
Wait. Ugh. Goodbye.
That's fine. Whew. In other words... I wouldn't have expected such arrogance from you. Because... that's fine. And anyway... Whew. Whew. Indeed. So... shall we go? Indeed. Wrong. Right.
Thank you.
Indeed.
So,
What?
you see... but I want to be able to help. That's right. That's right. So... but still... I'm gonna do my best.
Hey. Certainly. Correct. Makoto. Hey. Now, if...
So, I wanna leave it to me.
Listen. That's right. Indeed. However, that's what we have to do. Correct. It's true. So then... Makoto. However, it's true. Just a second. Hey. Hey. Why? Listen to me. Just a second. So then...
That's right. Leave it to me. So, I'm gonna... Huh? Thank you.
Makoto. Correct. Goodbye. What? Why is that? Whew. It's true. However... So... Correct. Makoto. Indeed. Anyway... Hey.
Huh? Huh?
Anyway, listen to me. Wrong. It would seem... In other words... Indeed. Makoto.
Please!
A body has been after a certain amount of time, which... Danganronpa.
Huh? Sakura's... Sakura dead? She's... really dead?
I...
Yes!
I see.
Just a second.
Interesting.
Huh? It's your fault!
What?
I won't forgive you.
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
What the heck?
Come on! It's the Monaco... Huh? Say what? In other words, Ah! Phew! Hey, well done.
What is this?
Shing!
What is this? I won't forgive.
Anyway,
That's fine.
what? That's fine.
What?
It's your fault! I won't forgive you.
Stop talking. It's all clear now.
Yep.
It's all clear.
What do you say?
Calm down. Hey. Correct. Listen. Listen to me. Hey. So... In other words... Hey. That's fine. Correct. In other words... However... It's true. In other words... It's true. In other words... Indeed. It's true. So... Wrong. Just a second. Hey. Correct. So...
Huh? Well... I mean...
What? That's fine. Naturally.
What the heck? I won't forgive you.
However... It's true. Certainly.
What? Hmm. Hmm. Come on.
Why? It's true. Wrong. Hey. Indeed.
What the heck? I won't.
Hey. Certainly.
Don't make me repeat myself.
So... in other words... Listen. So then, listen to me.
So you're back to normal. Genesis.
Don't even say her name. I was in such.
Hey, I was.
What do you want? Well.
You know? What? What? Could it be? What? What? How about that? You got it all wrong. Actually, don't look at me. Hey, come on. Huh? Whoa. Hey, come on. What?
What? So, in other words, what? That's fine. So in other... What? I see. I see. It's certainly... What? I see.
Hey. I see. Anyway... Just a second. Hey. Whew. It's true. So... Hey. Correct. I see. Hey. It's true. It would seem... Indeed. Correct. It's true. Hey. Correct. So... However...
What the heck? I won't forgive you.
Hey. So... Hey. Anyway... That doesn't matter. So then... So then... In other words... Listen. In other words... So then... So then... I knew it. In other words... Hey.
Whoops! You caught me sleeping. Your investigation was just so boring. Should I do it? Okay, then let's please go through the red door.
What?
Yes, indeed. Well, phew. Yes,
What?
I can't wait! I can't wait!
Just the work.
Don't look at me! Don't be mean!
This is Now then. Let's begin with a If you can figure out, then I'll punish everyone now.
We already know who did it.
What?
The one who killed Sakura is one of the people that hated her.
I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah!
I don't want to hear your stupid excuses. It was one of you. One of you killed Sakura.
And what reason do you have for saying so?
Because you all had a motive. You hated her.
Is that it? That doesn't make any sense.
That's the only reason you have her accusing us?
That's low. That's about as low as you can get. It was one of you. One of you.
And what reason do you have for saying so?
Because you all had a you hated her.
Is that it? That doesn't...
That's the only reason you have her accusing us?
No, that's wrong. Another reason you suspect them is because...
Yeah. So there's no doubt about it. One of those three. The fact that Sakura wanted to meet with all three of them, there's no way that's not suspicious. One of you is absolutely guilty.
I don't deny that she wanted to meet with... I never went to see her.
I didn't either.
Yeah, same here. I never saw her.
Come on. There's no way none of you went. At least one of you is lying. The fact that Sakura wanted to meet, there's no way that's not one of you is absolutely...
I don't deny that she wanted to meet... I never went to see her.
I didn't either.
Yeah, same here. I never...
No, that's wrong. Hiro, when we were talking before, it was white with...
What's that?
Red polka dots? That's gotta be the wrapper from the candy I gave Sakura.
No?
Ever since we got into the warehouse, I totally monopolized that entire box of candy. So there's no way a single one of them was left in the warehouse.
In that case, Hiro, where did you get...
From Sakura.
Well, but she gave it to me forever ago.
When?
The last time you saw Sakura was...
Yeah, so I must have...
I got it! I'm not sure about... Hina didn't actually give Sakura the candy, so if that was the last time you saw her...
Damn it! Oh, that's right! I did meet up with her in the
Why this?
But we just talked, that's all! I didn't do-
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
You're acting incredible-
More hustle.
It's not just normal hostility!
Proof?
I'm talking about her shining message. At the scene of the crime, she had written out Toko in her own blood, right? It was her dying message.
That's true. I saw...
See? See?
What are you saying?
You just don't know when-
Hiro, hold on. When did you see that doc?
Huh? Well, when we found Ogre's body.
But if you recall, Hina was very adamant about... So it's hard to believe that's what...
I got it! Kyoko, you
That's right. I found it right there at the scene.
If that's true, then what
What doesn't make sense? Everything I- I can tell you exactly when I found when Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying, it was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw...
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense. I can tell you exactly when Ogre's body.
And I can tell you when I found the dying, it was only after the investigation had begun.
I found the magazine. When I pulled it out,
What's your What I said makes total sense.
I can tell you exactly when I found the
When Ogre's body.
Body was discovered.
Shoot!
I can tell you exactly when Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when it was only after the I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense. I can tell you exactly
when Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found that it was only after the investigation had begun.
Shoot!
I can tell you exactly when Ogre's body was.
And I can tell you when it was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on. When I pulled it out,
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense. I can tell you exactly when
Ogre's body was discovered.
Shoot!
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
and I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense. I can tell you exactly when I found when Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when it was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out,
What's your problem?
What I said makes total sense. I can tell you exactly when I found that when Ogre's
Body was discovered.
No, that's wrong. When Sakura's body was found, that's where Kyoko found it. And you weren't at the murder scene. So there's no way. Tell us the truth, Hiro.
Hold on. You're focused. All you gotta do is read the Vienna sausage Ogre left us.
I don't even know where to begin. He's just trying.
actually, can we even be sure Sakura wrote?
Yeah? I think we can all agree 100%, without a doubt. Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. The end is nigh. Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. The end is nigh. I'm at least 30% right. Show me the proof.
This should prove it. I'm completely unconvinced that because if you look at it, the message was almost both of her hands were
Say what?
Then, who?
Hiro could that would explain how he knew about the message.
Yeah.
I figured as much.
But why would
Because I killed her! Please. I got Ogre's note, and so I headed to the rec room right before noon.
You just did exactly as the note.
And when I got there... And that's all she said. After suddenly... As soon as I heard that, she was gonna kill me and make her escape! So of course I freaked! I saw my only chance. I grabbed the Monokuma bottle from the shelf and I hit her from Then she just went limp. Once it was over, I pulled myself together. I realized if I didn't do something, I'd be caught and executed. So I wrote Toko's name in blood.
I can't believe.
Well, that's what happened. Go ahead.
You're not gonna get off that. It's death. We're ready to vote now, right?
No, I think there's more to Hiro's story.
What are you talking about? What?
There's one thing that Hiro's, and until we figure that part.
I got it! That's true. Everything.
Huh?
By the time the body was discovered, why would you take the time to write that?
Oh, I didn't hide it. I'm sure I just left it sitting there.
Really?
He's lying.
I don't see any reason he would lie now. After
Then,
Assuming he's telling the truth, in other words, at least one other.
I don't think there's any question of
then, who was it?
if they went to the trouble of they must not have liked what was written on it.
I got it! It had to be. Who else would want to hide the magazine other than.
Is he right, Toko?
Why would I? Wait, that doesn't even matter.
That's right. I killed her.
No, you didn't.
Who asked you?
I don't doubt Hiro attacked Sakura with the bottle. But that's not where this case ends.
What do you mean?
What he means is that Hiro isn't the killer.
You can't be serious. That's just. I don't believe it.
Hiro, tell us what happened one more time. If we go through it once more, it should become clear he's not Sakura's killer.
So, what do you want me to do?
Just tell us what happened one more time when you attacked Sakura.
I don't really see why, but okay. I didn't want to, but I did it. I grabbed a Monokuma bottle from the shelf nearby, and I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
You hit her from behind. And you only hit her once, is that right?
Yeah, just once. After the first swing, the bottle shattered, and she went limp.
See? Hiro really is the killer!
I didn't want to, but I grabbed a Monokuma and I hit Ogre from behind.
You hit her from behind. And you only hit her once.
Yeah.
Just once.
No, that's wrong. If Sakura died from Hiro's single
Huh?
That's right.
And remember, this girl examines dead bodies as a hobby.
But I only hit her once.
2 wounds means she was struck twice.
Hold on. How can you? She was attacked.
It's not just because of her head wounds. It's also. There's something. Once you understand that point, you'll. Think back. After the. And we found pieces of a bottle on the.
That was the bottle Hiro.
For now, just note that there. But originally, there were 6.
But how?
That's easy. If you look at what the bottles all.
I understand. That's it. Inside each bottle, there was a
King, rook, bishop.
and the piece that was inside the knight, if I remember.
So?
I guess you don't know too much. In chess, there are 6 different. What was left intact at the crime scene were the king, rook, bishop, and and on the ground.
Oh, so we only have evidence for 5 bottles at the scene, while one apparently went missing.
What does...
Yeah, Shogi is.
Yeah! Wait, so let's say there's still no evidence that bottle could have disappeared.
No, it's clear that the missing.
How?
Think about what state the missing bottle must have been in.
I got it! The bottle must...
What?
Because there was evidence...
Huh?
That's right. We found it.
And what is this evidence?
I got it! Earlier, we compared the weight of the and what we found was that the collection of pieces was heavier. There was actually more than one bottle.
So from this, we can but someone did their best to clean up the pieces of one of the bottles. But when they did, which is only natural, they certainly had no way.
But why would they?
Because of what it would reveal. I got it! The bottle that was removed from the scene.
The second wound on Sakura, given all the evidence,
The killer wanted to make it look like there was only one attack.
from there, we can conclude that it wasn't Hiro who delivered that, wouldn't you agree? And there's the matter of the magazine. You must have.
Wait! But there's no evidence I had anything to do.
No way! You.
Shut up! Until 2 seconds.
I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong. Plus, I just remembered something that.
Okay.
It was right after. I was kind of nervous about it, so I was waiting there. I saw Toko go. Pretty soon, Ogre showed up, and she went. I assumed Toko was still in there, so. But when I got inside,
And you just now decided to share that with us?
after the shock of thinking I'd killed.
Could someone tighten the screws on his brain?
So, Toko,
You don't know what
I'm sure she didn't disappear.
hiding in the wreck. Why are It's a lie! I admit nothing. I hate you. I curse you. No, no, no! That's enough! I admit nothing. I curse you. I curse you. It's a lie! That's enough! That's enough!
This should prove it. Did you know someone left a hand? They must have been hiding in there. And does this handprint?
No.
Okay then, let's just compare.
Yeah!
Stop wasting my.
Okay, it's...
dang, she just
Then you killed.
No,
Out with it.
I probably did kill her.
straight up a.
Wait,
Give us the details, Toko. What happened between you?
Talk.
After I read Sakura's note, I decided to go there early. I didn't know what she might do if I didn't go. but I figured I'd just sneak.
Then, did you see what happened?
Yes, and I saw you right.
Well,
So after he left, I jumped and put the.
But when you did,
I didn't mean to.
Imbeciles.
Forget all that.
After I put the magazine back, I heard, and when I. There was Sakura. When I saw all that blood, I don't remember what happened after that. If you wanna.
Guess it's that.
it was your fault.
My fault. Master's fault. When our faults combine.
Just answer.
Well, to be honest, Miss Morose and me don't actually share our memories, so I can't really say what was going. But I was just minding my own business, sleeping peace. Was it a prince paying me a visit? I wonder. Splatter everywhere! And, well, I got so startled, I smacked her with the first thing I could find, which I guess was a bottle. Sakura was just worried about you, and you— No! She's terrible! Thanks to her, I murdered someone who—
And when it was all over, you could.
I wasn't about to die for some woman! If I'm gonna go down, I want it to be for
Just go away and die your meaningless.
But I just can't catch a break, you know? Because normally, Sakura should have been able to dodge my attack.
Even as strong as she is, she must.
Hey, come on. But anyway, I'm not the one that killed Ogre. So that's good.
Well then, that's that. What's wrong? Come on, everyone.
No. Not.
Huh? Not yet?
Don't you think there was something odd about Toko's
Odd.
hero's attack and then Toko's? Tell us your story one more. Then even this gaggle.
Your wish is my command? I was just sleeping peacefully, and all of a sudden, Sakura was right there. I remember waking up right in front of the magazine.
And you were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre covered in blood. So you smashed her head in with the money.
You got it!
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up! I killed her there in front of the shelf! I was just— and all of a sudden, I remember waking up—
And you were taken by. So you smashed her.
You got it!
And where did the attack?
Right where I woke up! I killed her there in front of the shelf!
no, that's wrong. We found Sakura sitting. If the blow by the shelf was the cause of death,
So,
That's just another lie from—
Are you sure you didn't attack her?
no, I'm sure she's telling the truth. Anyone who saw the.
I got it! Sakura was deaf, the blood stained by the.
Then she must have moved the body, all to make it look like I did it. Cause when I hit her, she.
Hey, come on now, look at me! I can't carry anything heavy. There's no way I could move a muscle-bound heavyweight like—
Then.
Well, are you.
Plus, the biggest mystery of all, the locked room, still has yet to be explained. Until we take care of that.
Oh, that part's easy. After she killed Sakura,
Huh. So while everything was all confused and hectic.
No, I don't. I got it! Even before we opened the door to the rec room, Hina and I both got a look inside. And at that point, so obviously Toko could.
I don't know. What's this whole locked room thing about it?
How do you not know?
I think the fact that I don't know proves I didn't kill her. Thank you very much. You're lying.
No, she's not. I've been saying all along, there's still more to this case.
But if Genocide Jill didn't do it, that means Ogre.
And
Well,
that's because you're over.
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
there's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura? I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head. So you're dead set on blaming me, huh?
What was it? If it wasn't from Jin, then what was it?
There's no other what killed Sakura. I can't think of
Anything other than the shot to her head.
Shoot!
What was it that killed Ogre? If it... Then what was it?
There's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura? I can't think of anything other
Than the shot to her head.
So you're dead set on blaming me, huh?
What was it? If it wasn't from Jin, then what was it?
There's no other what killed Sakura. I can't think of
Anything other than the shot.
No, that's wrong. According to the Monokuma file, I think we can assume there's a chance. In fact, there was even...
Well, I mean, maybe when
If that's all it was. Not to mention, I didn't find any cuts inside her mouth.
you even checked in there? God.
No, I'm not into dead bodies.
But if there wasn't a cut or anything, then
Some sort of reaction. Sakura.
poisoned?
That's right. This is the conclusion.
You're making me go all week in the She was poisoned?
Is it really so hard to believe?
You can...
Of course.
Everyone quiet!
But you're the only...
The key to unlocking this mystery was hiding.
Huh? Not in...
You never would have, since you. Well, there's a big shelving unit in the chem lab that and that's where I found.
Is that...
It's not an especially powerful poison, but it'll still kill you if you. But the specific properties don't matter.
Where'd you find it?
The shelf is divided up into 3 sections. In section A, dietary supplement.
And that's where the poison...
Well,
I got it! The poison was actually in...
Huh? But you just...
strange, isn't it? Why would there be?
Yeah, so?
Because the culprit switched it.
What do you...
I mean,
Huh?
ugh, that tastes awful.
Oh no! Master's in real trouble! You have to drink some water! You can't...
Idiot! He just swallowed poison!
The flavor certainly makes me want to spit it out.
Huh?
I'm talking.
Protein?
Can I see that bottle for a second?
Sure.
This is...
Huh?
Correct. That wasn't poison in the. Which makes one wonder. The poison that should have been in that bottle.
Now I understand! The poison... If the protein's in the poison bottle...
Absolutely. So the protein was in the bottle of. Once you accept.
Holy...
All they had to do was hand her something there at the scene, and she.
I got it! You're saying they gave...
A protein drink which act.
What?
That's all it took to kill Sakura. That.
You know? I do remember Ogre. So maybe she took it to try and help with...
But what was offered to her instead, and I already.
For real?
Evidence revealing who replaced the 2 materials was left in the chem lab for anyone to see.
I got it! The footprints left... That's the evidence you're talking...
I visited the chem lab this morning, and there were they must have appeared around the time of the murder. What's more, the footprints were in front of section... The culprit must have gone to section A to swap the poison and protein. And given how clear the prints were, all we have to do is check everyone...
It was me. The footprints. They're mine.
Hina?
If you're all gonna... I'd rather you hear it straight from me, you know?
Then... Oh...
Yep. I did it. I killed Sakura.
Just as I suspected. The footprints were made by a pair of sneakers. And the only people here...
I got it! Me and Hina are the only ones. Oh, so Byakuya.
If the footprints didn't belong to Makoto, that left only one.
Just...
Plus, Hina's been acting you were in an awful rush to get to this whole time, you've been focused... What about it, can't you...
Well, it's just...
That's likely exactly why it turned, because they were so close. Sakura did... Hina used... She deceived the victim, and she I have to say, Hina, coming...
Hina, did you really... Why?
I found her. There in the rec room. She was hurt. She asked me to bring her that protein drink. But... when I went to get the powder from the chem lab, it just... occurred to me all of a sudden.
Now's my chance to kill her. That's what you thought, right? That's when you switched out the protein powder
And then... she and then...
Hold it. I'm not convinced.
You're not about to claim she wouldn't kill a close... You still don't get it, do you? Honeyed words like friendship don't matter here. What matters is outwitting the opponent, defeating them. Not a person alive would sacrifice them, just like how this girl sacrificed Sakura.
You say that, but I'm Don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying it because of some misguided sentimental, but there's still that one
Are you talking about...
Hina, if you really...
Well, that doesn't matter. Just because I'm guilty, that means I have to tell you everything?
No, it doesn't. But
surely you're not... Do you honestly think...
And if I do?
Impossible. She switched out the mixtures. She's the culprit. There's no way you can...
Are you sure about that? Even ignoring the fact that I don't want to believe it.
What doesn't fit?
I mean, why would someone leave such a... It's too...
He's right. It makes...
That I was just... nervous.
You didn't notice?
Yeah, that's...
Listen, Hina. Tell us more about when you...
How come? That doesn't matter.
Hina, please...
Waste your time if you like. There's nobody else to suspect.
Go ahead, Hina.
Right away, I went to Section C and got the poison.
And is that when you spilled the powder in front of that part of the shelf?
Yeah.
I see.
So then I moved to Section A and got the protein powder, and that's where I switched them. Once I was done with that, I took the protein can that had the poison in it, but I accidentally put the bottle filled with protein powder back up, and because of that, everything I did got found out. And...
That story, first you went to Section C to get the poison. Meaning you went from Section C to Section A. Can you repeat that?
What's wrong with you, Big Man?
It's the same thing no matter how...
First, I went to Section C. That's when I grabbed the poison.
And you spilled some of the powder on the ground in front of the shelf.
Yeah. When I grabbed the...
Okay.
And then I moved from Section C to Section A. And that's where I switched the powder. Once I was done, I put the bottle filled with the protein powder back. Then I took the bottle with the poison in it and left the chem. That's all there is to.
Honestly, that's enough. How much longer must we tolerate this?
First, I went to Section C. That's when I grabbed the poison.
And you spilled some of the powder on.
Yeah. Okay, and I moved from
Section C to
No, that's wrong. You said you went to get the poison from Section C, and that's where you spilled the powder, right?
Yeah? What about it?
And after that, you said you moved from Section C to Section A to get the protein. But the footprints left at the scene were not moving from Section C to Section A. That contradicts what you just said.
What?
Then maybe she moved in some weird direction on purpose to disguise her movements?
No, that can't be it. Remember what Hina just said?
What the? Hina, what's the meaning of this?
Well...
You lied to us. Plain and simple. If you look at the footprints, your movements in the chem lab are obvious. The powder had already been spilled when you came in, and you went straight to Section A. So you never went to Section C. Whatever you did there, it only involved Section A.
Well... You see...
What the hell? What's going on here?
And the footprints aren't the only problem with her account.
What?
Before I explain that part, I'd like to submit some new evidence.
New evidence? Impossible, there can't be.
Are you sure? After all, you're the one that gave it to me.
I did?
It was hidden inside the bottle of poison you gave me. I'm amazed you, of all people, would miss such a vital clue. A truly grave oversight.
Just say it already! What is it you think you found?
I found this. It had sunk to the bottom of the bottle. And the hidden clue was exposed, thanks to you ingesting the powder. I couldn't have solved the mystery without you. So, thank you for that.
But, what is it?
Oh, you still don't realize? Well then. Makoto, why don't you explain it?
Huh? Me?
Fine. If you really do know, explain the meaning of that shard of glass.
I got it! It's part of
The window?
the window we broke to get in.
You're right. How did a shard of glass...
What's so strange?
What's strange is that shoot! What's strange is that... I got it! The bottle of poison was left on... and yet, somehow a piece of glass from the rec room window...
And everything Hina told...
In reality, that bottle of poison most definitely... It was there at least until the window got... There's no other way to explain the presence of that glass...
And then, once the room was opened, The bottle somehow got moved back to the Meanwhile, the protein can we found at the that had to be after the lock.
Wait, hold on. I'll grant you, the bottle of poison may well, but how can you say the protein can was put there? We already know she was If that can wasn't there when she died, how did she—
You're right. But before we do, there's—
Huh?
It has to do after Sakura's body was discovered.
What are you talking about? Is this—
Not at all. Just answer.
Well,
Yeah.
Not me.
Same here. Yeah.
Okay then, that proves that the protein can found its way to—
oh, come on! How can you know?
When it comes to that
Protein can. There's not a doubt until the
locked room, it absolutely was not.
So you're saying someone planted it there?
No. No, it had to have been in there the whole— It had to be. It was in
There before the rec room was unlocked.
When it comes to that protein can, there's not a doubt in my mind. Until the locked room was unlocked, it absolutely was not in there.
So you're saying someone planted it there?
No. No, that's— It had to have been in there the whole time. It had to be.
It was in there before the rec room.
Room was unlocked.
When it comes to
that protein, there's not a doubt
until the locked room was unlocked,
It absolutely was not in there.
So you're someone planted?
No. It had to have been in there the— It had to be. It was
In there before the rec room was unlocked.
When it comes to that protein can, there's not a doubt in my mind. Until the locked room was unlocked, it absolutely was not in there.
So you're saying
Someone planted it?
No. It had to have been— It had to be. It was in there before the rec room was
When it comes to that there's not a doubt
until the locked room was unlocked, it absolutely was not in there.
So you're saying
Someone planted it?
No. It had to have been— It had to be. It was in there before the rec—
When it comes to that
there's not a doubt until
the locked room was it absolutely was not.
So you're someone planted?
No. No, that's— It had to have been in there.
It had to be. It was in there before the rec room was unlocked.
Shoot!
When it comes to that protein can, there's not a doubt in my mind. Until the locked room was unlocked, it absolutely—
So you're saying someone planted it there
After we got—
No. No. It had to have been— It had to be.
It was in there before.
No, that's wrong. You remember how there was broken glass?
Of course.
Well, those pieces, we also found pieces.
What?
And this, it shows that the can must have been put down on, so it had to be after we—
I see. Kyoko, earlier when you asked if anyone had moved the can or—
If that were the case, that would explain the can being—
So you asked everyone about it to eliminate—
And that's made everything— As long as it was a locked room, it only contained the bottle of— But once the room was opened up, the protein can wound up in the
If that's all true, then why did Sakura— I thought we all agreed she was tricked into drinking.
No, that's the only explanation is—
Precisely. She was alone in a locked room.
You're saying she drank it? Such a ridiculous fiction is—
Exactly what happened.
Then tell us already. Sorry.
Before we get to that, we need to establish who exactly—
It was Hina, right? She took it and—
What do you think,
I got it! I think—
Huh? So Sakura, who was apparently murdered. What are you talking about?
On the contrary, We know for a fact she went to the—
You're lying! Why? Why would you— You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling you, I did it! Stop talking! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! Wrong! You're wrong! I hate you! You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling you, I did it! Stop talking! You're a liar! Do you have any kind of proof Sakura took the poison?
This should prove it. Hina, did you know
It did?
it did? The same yellow powder. That powder was yellow. So the powder we found on Sakura.
Wait. So,
And it was only on her instep.
Sakura must have been standing right there. So the person who spilled the powder. And when Sakura dropped the bottle, which is how she was able to avoid getting it all over her, but the powder still got scattered. Is there any problem?
But why did Sakura pay a visit? The only explanation is that she was looking—
No! Because I—
No. Here's my answer. The one who killed Sakura.
What? The killer was—
wait, so you're saying—
I don't believe it. I don't believe it anymore.
I can't believe it either. But when you really think about it, Sakura went and got the poison. All so she could end her own life. And that explains why we couldn't solve the mystery. I got it! The locked room mystery.
I'm sure she locked herself in so nobody could stop her. She sat there, drank the poison, and the empty bottle of poison rolled around the locked room. Until at that point, someone grabbed the ball, and that was you, wasn't it, Hina? You did it to throw off the When we found her body, because you already— and because the bottle of poison had rolled—
That's when you picked up the bottle. I was too shocked to notice anything.
And the more I think about it, you said you were going to— but your real intention was to go— Once you were at the chem lab, you headed there. You took the powder, and when you left the lab, thinking about it like that.
When you were done, you... While everyone else was focused on Sakura, honestly, you should have been the first one to run up to Sakura's. The Hina I know never would have left her side in a situation like that.
So, in order to hide this fact, Hina as long as you could disguise the truth, that's why you didn't bother to get rid of such the footprints in the powder and the bottle of poison. Vital—
So you're saying Hina consciously deceived us?
No! I killed her!
That's enough, Hina.
It's not!
It is. Actually, no. We have to end this killer is you! This case began when specifically, but one of them headed out of. She got there once. The killer is you! But one of the. She got. And she found it. She. Then, from inside. Next to. When he got there, he mistakenly thought Sakura was. Without thinking he'd killed her, he took a magazine from the tape. To that end, Toko. But of course, Toko had witnessed. She jumped out of the locker and hid the but in her rush, she put the soon after, she also saw the blood. This caused her when she woke back up, her second, and she and just like Hiro, this explains why there were, assuming Sakura really. She gathered up the broken Monokuma. And that explains how Sakura was but even after those two, so then, what was? It was the poison that Sakura she turned the rec room into a true locked room and there. Later on, we had to smash, but someone already knew what it. And that same. And while nobody was looking, replaced it with an empty. They did all this specifically in an attempt to guide the trial to a and the one who went. Was you. That's the full truth of the case. Sakura and you claim to be the killer.
That's... But... How did you manage... How were you able to uncover the truth?
Huh?
You still... We don't all act according to calculations and cost-benefit diagrams. That's what you don't understand. See? When you dismiss other people's feelings...
Okay. Did you guys forget all?
Oh, yeah.
You serious? Well, whatever. Maybe you don't want to. So, will you make the what's it gonna be? Okay.
What did you Come on. What are you thinking?
Don't be mean!
What is... You should have been the one... What? What is this?
forgive. I can't forgive this.
Huh? But,
Hina. There.
why? What are you saying? I won't forgive you. Why? Huh?
Hina. Hina.
Huh?
I have
Huh?
some...
Please! Why? 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 Why?
Hey! Hey! Hey!
What is this? What are you saying?
In other words, yes indeed.
What the?
Of course. Yep. Too bad. It's true.
Huh?
Unbelievable. Well now. Damn it! Poom! Phew! Shing!
And?
What are you gonna do? Hey! But hold on.
Enough already.
Yes, indeed.
As you know, I've been giving information to the one who's imprisoned you here. You see, the mastermind took control of... I couldn't let it be destroyed under my watch. That's how I saw things. And what the mastermind wanted from... However, as I lived here with Hina, my resolve began to weaken. I cannot betray those... I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat. I've made my decision. I'm going... Of course, I understand if you... So this is my atonement for betraying. My own situation has started having an effect, which is exactly what the mastermind wanted when they... Of course, I'm still but I've decided myself. If it can save you, then sacrifice whatever you think of me. Please.
Huh?
No way!
Correct. However,
Finally. I never saw you as my enemy, Hina. Whatever, no matter what.
But...
What are you gonna do? Uh-oh. Too bad. Huh? Say what?
You know? Well?
Oof. What? What do you want? How strange. Hey! Phew! Huh?
Naturally. Don't make me repeat myself.
What?
It's all clear now.
hey,
What the?
You want me to punish you guys?
What? But...
Wrong! Listen up! Yoo-hoo! Let's give...
Oh no!
Phew! Ah!
So... But still... I'm gonna do my...
What's the matter?
just as I thought.
Actually...
What are you thinking?
Yep. Phew. Hey,
I want to be able to help.
Very nice. Ba-bum, ba-bum. Well? Uh-huh.
What?
Yep.
Huh?
Hello.
Hina.
Too bad.
What?
You guys?
Huh?
Too bad.
What?
What? Hmm? Well,
You.
Who?
Hey.
Yo! But,
Yes.
um...
Not possible.
eh.
Stop.
Sorry. Huh? No, 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 no! Huh?
What did...
What the heck?
I see.
Ah. No, 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 no!
As such, soon the doors. Okay then. Sweet dreams.
Cute.
Yes, it.
Huh?
I said.
So cute.
wait, what?
It's true. Whew. Hey. Correct.